foundation, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's going off the kitchen. And you had a couple of different basements, didn't you?
That was a four level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We used to be neighbors.
Oh,
Yeah, see, we got.
okay.
And,
Oh, that's good.
Alright.
Oh,
And thank you.
What part of town?
kind of the Excel Service Center, you know, off of 16th Street, you know where the
Oh, yeah, yeah.
where the Lamplighter Lounge
Yeah.
is, across the
Yeah.
street is the Excel.
Yeah.
And if you were to go to the east, there was a little neighborhood in
Yeah.
there, and that's
Yeah.
the neighborhood I.
Okay.
So,
Charlie
and Jared
Marshall's
was right next
neighborhood.
door. What's that?
Charlie Marshall
Absolutely.
and Jerry Fuchs.
Matson's.
We are live, Mr. President, we are live, we can call a meeting.
Okay, are we ready to go? We are. We'll call this meeting to order. Okay, Dr. Ballmer, preview of the agenda?
I would like an announcement. Kim has some information she wants to share about graduation. And if it's okay with you, because we're in person today and we are social distancing and we don't have a camera on everybody, I would just like to report that we have, several people here today. We have all 5 board members. That would be Mr. Mitch Kraft, Mrs. Laura Mahalik, Mr. Jim Rosted, Mrs. Miranda Schuler, and Mr. Mark Lyman. We also have Assistant Superintendent Ken Slotsby, Business Manager Scott Mohm. We have our Building and Ground Supervisor Jared Edwards, and we also have Legal Counsel Pete Henkel with us today.
Okay, thank you. I think what we will do is, let's move Kim's announcement up to right now, so, we get that over with.
Perfect, that'd be great.
And, Kim, please share with us.
Sure. Well, as we are making our kind of detailed plans for the graduation at the grandstand, what we know is a lot of it is not going to be normal. And just so you know, as board members, there isn't going to be a role for our, like you would traditionally have, because you were shaking hands and handing out diplomas. So that won't be part of the graduation. So really the only person that does have a role would be President Rosted, because you would be conferring their, high school degrees at the end. You are very welcome to be there. We'd love to have you there, and we will make sure you have seats, but we would not be wearing our caps and gowns and being on a stage. Because the stage will have it'll be a small stage where students can walk up and pick up a diploma. They'll walk off, take a picture. And then at the very end, Jim, you would get up and say your piece. So I just wanted to let you know that again, that's not necessarily the way we typically do things. But so if you would just let me know if you are planning to attend and how many, if you're bringing a spouse with, if we need to get you a single seat or 2 seats. Because we will have a few extra seats that we will give out by lottery once we've kind of established who's all going to be there.
And if we let you know, you will let us know where to contact you when we show up.
We'll give you we'll actually probably send you a ticket because they're going to be assigned seats other than the graduates.
Okay.
Do you want Jim, because he's part of the actual ceremony, to be gowned?
I think so. I think I will for sure find that out.
Okay, well, let me know.
There's a tiny little space down below that's kind of bricked off, and we thought about having you there as well as the speakers, if we can get 6 feet apart.
Just let me know.
I will do that. Thanks.
Anything further at all, or is it?
That's all I have.
Okay,
Can I ask a question?
yes, Laura.
I would really love to attend,
Mhm.
but if I didn't attend, would that open up another seat for a possible family member?
That would go into the lottery,
Going to
yes.
the lottery,
Yep.
okay. Okay. As much as I would hate to miss it, I can watch it online and I will give that up.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, then, nothing further, Dr. Ball?
That's it.
Okay, we'll go into new business, item A, Magic City Campus handicap lift bids.
Yeah, Scott will take the lead and Jared, I think, will assist on that a bit.
So you all got a copy of the letter of recommendation from JLG Architects and a copy of the bid tab. There were 4 bidders. We were happy with that. We were happy with the successful bidding. the low bidder was Rolac Contracting, that's who we're recommending that you approve. They met all the specs, had license and bid bond, and, this is below the estimate. I guess I'll let Jared touch on that, and he can kind of explain the project and kind of why we're doing it as well.
Yeah,
Mr. Edwards?
thank you, President Rosted. The documents that were shared, they detail an estimate, and typically we have to put an estimate together when we think that dollars might approach that $200,000 mark as put in century code. And it was estimated at about 175, but you just don't know things how they're gonna turn out. And we would have still met the advertising and that type of thing, and the length of time that it was advertised and the formal bidding, except that we would have had to let separate bids for mechanical, electrical in general. So that all worked out to our advantage, and I believe you can see that our numbers came in significantly below that. So we're very pleased with that. And we're pleased to be, working with Rolac. They've been notified to proceed after this meeting. I shouldn't say they have been notified, but they were part of the process, and they know what the bid amounts were. This lift project came as a necessity for mobility impaired students to be able to access the pool level. There was no really good way to do it except to take them out of the building, put them on a bus and drive them to the lower level and then take them off, and that just didn't seem practical or reasonable. When we could provide a solution, not only for today, but for the future as well, most definitely. We think that this was the best plan. We found a footprint in the building that didn't disturb much, and actually was probably the closest access to the pool, it turned out to be. So Mitch is familiar with that area, and door 36, when you come in that doorway, immediately to the left is where that lift will be. So you'd have to enter the gym and go to the south end of the gym, just off the wood floor into the emergency egress is what it is. Most people don't use that unless you're a male student. That's their way up and down from the locker rooms. But there's a place there that will have an elevator through the floor and take us from one level to the other.
Nice.
I don't know if there's any questions. I'll be happy to try and answer.
Mr. President,
Yes,
Just wanna say-
Dr. Ballmer.
thank you. I started asking for that like 18 years ago. So it's a wonderful thing. It makes it so much nicer for those students in need, and thank you. Thank you, thank you.
So the low bid was 128,600. The high bid was like 161, but there was a bid at 129, a $400 difference between the two low bidders. So, we're real happy. So 128,600 to Rolac is the recommendation from the architect and us.
Board members,
So moved.
Second.
moved by Schuler, second by Mahalik to approve. Any questions or comments here? Okay, thank you very much for explaining a little bit more. Appreciate that.
Roll call.
Okay, roll call. Mr.
Mahalik.
Ballmer.
Yes.
Kraft. Yes. Schuler.
Yes.
Lyman.
Yes.
Frosted.
Yes. Okay, with that, I think we need a motion to adjourn.
Well, we'll need a motion to go into executive session based on
Yes,
the North Dakota Century Code that I handed you there,
Yeah.
44, if you wanna reference that, 440419.2 subsection 9, which is negotiations that could lead to an adverse impact if we didn't do it in executive session. So you'll need a motion to that regard to go into executive session. Then we'll have to have Wes come back in and turn off the live stream, and we'll come back into open session once the executive session is done.
okay, looking for a motion then to go into executive session.
Second.
Moved by Kraft, second by Lyman to go into executive session. Any comments before we do? Roll, please.
Lyman,
Yes.
Mahalik,
Yes.
Kraft, Schuler,
Yes.
Frosted.
Yes. Wes?
We'll have to pause the meeting for a while.